is everything is public. Bad actors can get in, find information about houses that aren't occupied, all of that. We also have costs of probate. Right now, the average cost of probate is about 5% of someone's entire estate.
It's crazy. It is going to cost your family, your children, the people you want to leave things behind to. It's going to cost them if they don't have a revocable trust. Plain and simple.
Well, and 5% doesn't seem a whole lot when you're paying a tab maybe at a restaurant, but 5% of someone's estate is a lot of money. When you include the value of their house, for instance, someone that doesn't think they have a large estate, you include that value of the house and they're at $500,000. And my math anyway says 5% is $25,000 in probate.
That's crazy when you can avoid it.
Right. That money should be in your kids' pockets, not in the court.
We're going to be talking a lot, and I'll be talking on your behalf, and I'm looking forward to it.
We appreciate it and look forward to it.
Rick Skur, the attorney, estate planning, legal services. You're going to learn a lot more about them in the days to come, and I am glad about that. Jason Rowe is here, principal of Rowe Strategic. Whoops. I'm sorry. We're out of order here once again. Let me find I know it's a good thing I know you, Nolan.
I know, Paul, and I'm glad you sat me next to Rick here because I'm past my expiry date, and I got to get things in order.
Well, you know, I hate to. He's giving you a business card. God bless you. That's a good job, Rick.
Always be closing, right?
Always have a business card available. Nolan, thank God you're next, and I know you because you are on our show a lot. You're doing a tremendous job.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate it. I just want to make sure that everything's still okay with the new owners.
Oh, we're thriving, Paul. We've had a really good month. Our numbers are up. We're getting a lot of attention that we appreciate. I got no complaints so far.
All right.
And probably won't have any, Paul.
That's how you and I survive, isn't it?
50 years, Paul.
He just celebrated his birthday the other day and his 50th anniversary at the Detroit News. Yeah, we can clap for that. Yeah,
Thank you.
Yes. That's just fabulous, Nolan. God bless you. And you don't look a day over 50. That's the amazing thing, that they were hiring right out of a nursery school.
Well, you know, when I was 50, I looked 70, so I guess that's it.
I looked 70 when I was born. It was kind of sad. It was kind of a problem. Now Jason Rowe is here, principal of Rowe Strategic. And our listeners know Jason and Rowe Strategic because of all the great insight you bring to our show. But you really are, people might not know this, you're a nationwide agency. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I only moved back to Michigan 6 years ago after being gone for about 25 years. And over that time, I lived in California and Washington, D.C., and so I've done a number of races on the West Coast, California, Washington, Oregon, in the Midwest, in Illinois, in Florida. I was chief of staff to a Florida congressman, so I've done a lot of work over the years, probably in about 13 different states nationally.
Well, I love the work you do. I'm just wondering, when the midterm is over, what do you think will be maybe one or two of the big stories that people will remember?
Well, you know, everything is so fluid, and it has been ever since Trump came down that escalator 10 years ago. A month used to be a lifetime in politics, and now 24 hours is a lifetime in politics. So it's hard to predict what, storylines come out. But right now, in the third week of this military engagement in Iran, that's going to probably dictate what the elections look like. If this is a very short engagement and we've decapitated the Iranian regime, destroyed their military, destroyed their nuclear capabilities, united the Middle East. I mean, that's pretty extraordinary, and I don't think it gets enough attention. We've united the entire Middle East behind Israel and the United States versus Iran. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia is actively encouraging President Trump to continue the attacks on Iran. If we get through this and we have eliminated the sole state sponsor of terrorism in the Middle East over the last 47 years, that will be an accomplishment. Oil prices will come down, inflation will come down, and Republicans will have the wind at their backs. But if what's happening in the Strait of Hormuz continues to drag down the global economy, if we see acts of domestic terrorism committed by non-domestic, non-Americans, I think that will have a huge impact. But right now, I think control of Congress is up in the air, and anything can happen. But it's all going to come down to, I think, right now, what's going on in Iran.
You make such good sense, which is why we have you on often. Jason Rowe, principal of Rowe Strategic. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Aaron Go Bra.
Aaron Go Bra. Matt Friedman is owner of Tanner Friedman Strategic Communications. We have him on a lot, too, and much like politics, has become a full contact sport lately. I would imagine you could say the same for public relations, Matt.
Oh, it sure is. I mean, everybody's trying to figure out how to get their stories told, and the consumers are trying to figure out where to get information. I think today is a great reminder, Paul W., of the power still of traditional media. You've gathered so many different walks of lives and professions and points of view here in the room. Facebook isn't doing that here in Metro Detroit. Instagram's not going to put an event like this together. This event means something, and that means traditional media still matters.
Well, it's nice of you to say, Matt. And if you're wondering where all the politicians are, they're in session right now. So it's a blessing or a curse. Either way, we usually have a whole bunch of politicians here, especially when they're running for something, but they're all in session right now. So that's why those folks are missing. Tanner Friedman specializes in many areas: public relations, media training, brand building, crisis communications, among many other things. Have you been getting calls for one more than others recently?
I say sometimes that our crisis business is on the rise, and that's not always a full-blown crisis. Sometimes it's just bad news or it's adversity. Sometimes it's change. The world is changing. Our community is changing, and clients need help communicating in the midst of that, and that's a big part of what we do, and we do it on WJR and elsewhere.
Well, you do it very well. Matt Friedman, owner of Tanner Friedman Strategic Communications. Thank you so much for being with us again.
Thank you.
And Paul Glantz is here. He is the president of Imagine Entertainment with a beautiful green sweater. Paul, happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Thank you, Paul. I've got a new title now.
What is the new title?
My new title is Chairman Emeritus. It's a ceremonial title. We've monetized Imagine, but we've placed it in good hands. And I'm going to have the privilege of continuing on as a brand ambassador.
Oh, good.
And to help guide the company to the extent I can.
This is the partnership or the sales to that Belgium company.
Yes, called Canopolis. And they're a great organization. I'm very optimistic about the continued future of the company.
How about the movies that are coming out? Do they look pretty good that'll be filling your Imagine theaters?
Yeah, box office is up over 10% year to date so far, and so we're looking at a pretty good box office for 26.
Excellent. Any other exciting events you have coming up you can tell us about?
Well, we're always doing some kind of philanthropic event at Imagine.
You always have.
And that's going to remain, I think, a part of our culture. But, come on out and see some great filmed entertainment. It's Hollywood's going to deal us a good hand this year, I think.
Well, here's hoping. And did you like the Academy Awards? Did they go well for you?
I watched 10 minutes of it.
Paul, always honest. Paul Glantz, president, Chairman Emeritus of the Belgium-based Kineopolis. And God bless you for still doing this, because that means you're going to continue. You and your wife will continue all the philanthropic work you do all the time, and we appreciate it.
Mary and I are not going anywhere. This is our hometown. We love Detroit, and we want to continue to contribute to this society.
Well, God bless you and Mary. Paul Glantz, thank you so much. As we continue in focus, having a St. Patrick's Day celebration at Doyles Irish Pub, St. John's Resort. It opens to the public starting at 2:30. If you want to come out and see the rest of the gang, stay with us.
The best electrical contractors, period. The National Electrical Contractors Association of Southeastern Michigan member contractors are the best in the business, providing electrical and telecommunication services throughout the region for commercial, public, industrial, and residential projects. NECA contractors have been powering and connecting Southeastern Michigan for over 100 years, and they're proud supporters of the communities where they work and live. Put their experience and expertise to work for you. Find a NECA contractor at smcneca.org.
Spring into mowing season with a new Exmark lawnmower from Weingarts. We've been helping families like yours choose the right power equipment since 1945. Exmark mowers have been crafted to work hard season after season. Exmark offers a full lineup built for durability, productivity, and comfort to help you finish the job and keep on mowing.
Years, and they make it simple. Call Estate Planning Legal Services for your free consultation today at 248-435-0400 or go to eplspc.com.
WJR Traffic and Weather First.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
WJR Traffic and Weather First is sponsored by Boeing at thumbcoasttheaters.com. Experience live professional theater at Thumbcoast Theaters in downtown St. Clair and Marine City, where the magic of Broadway comes alive right here at home. Don't miss Boeing, the hilarious comedy where one flight captain, 3 fiancés, and a flight schedule collide. Book your tickets today at thumbcoasttheaters.com. We have a disabled vehicle on I-94 westbound at Connor Street, and an accident blocks your right lane on I-94 eastbound at Greenfield Road. Now WJR Weather First from the Weather Channel. Cloudy afternoon with highs in the upper 20s today. Some clouds for tonight will drop down to 19. Right now overcast and 22 degrees. WJR Traffic and Weather First.
Call us or text us. The number's the same. 1-800-859-0957. 1-800-859-WJR. Powered by Michigan Auto Law. Auto Accident Attorneys. Visit autolaw.com. That's autolaw.com. It's a sea of green at Doyles Irish Pub on WJR. And you've got the annual Paul W. Smith St. Patrick's Day celebration. Sponsored in part by Visit Detroit, Nika, Weingarts, Kitsch Attorneys and Counselors, Skyworks Equipment Rental, Genesis Cadillac, Estate Planning Legal Services, and by Wigley's famous Eastern Market Corned Beef. Once again, here's Paul.
And don't forget, you can come in starting at 2:30 And you'll see the Ryan Armani Show, Mitch Album, Sports Rap, Lomas Brown Jr., AB, Anthony Bellino, then a special WJR Spotlight from 7 to 9 p.m. sponsored by Visit Detroit with Mark Hollis, Ken Hayward, and Terry Radigan. You won't want to miss that. And they'll be here celebrating for this St. Patrick's Day 2026. Nice to be with you with our annual gathering. And we say hi to Joel McGrath, Vice President of Hatzel and Bueller, Inc., representing SMC, NECA, National Electrical Contractors Association of Southeast Michigan. And we thank you, Joel, especially for being a great sponsor of today's events. We need his mic on here. Here we go. Everybody leave him alone. He's got to take care of this business. Here we go. See, talk now, see if I can hear you.
How about now?
That's perfect.
Perfect.
All right. Tell us about the partnership between Hatzel and Bueller and NECA.
Well, we couldn't do what we do without NECA. We're the oldest electrical contractor in the country, and the support that they provide us from training our staff, our field staff, it's invaluable to what we do and allows us to get back to the communities that we serve.
Well, NECA is so valuable to the community. And for those kids who are taking some of the training and the trades that are there now, they're the only ones who can say with a great degree of certainty they're not going to be replaced by AI in the next 5 years. I can promise you that.
You're spot on, and this industry keeps growing. We have a demand for more electricians than we can support in the next 10 years. So if you're interested, there's a career path here that is very, very promising and can provide a great future for anyone's family.
Joel, how do people reach out to your company?
Yep. The easiest thing to do is find us on our website or connect with NECA's website or IBW Local 58, and we can connect anyone through those platforms with the apprenticeship program and
Beautiful.
getting started.
Joel McGrath, Vice President, Hatzel and Bueller, Inc. Thank you, sir. And thanks for your support. We appreciate it. Captain Mike Bouchard has been with us on the air in the past for a variety of reasons. He is an Army paratrooper, Bronze Star recipient, running for Congress in the 10th District. That's what we've been talking about lately. How's the campaign going, sir?
Paul, it's great. Every internal milestone we needed to hit, we did. Some polling showed us up 30 points, which was great, but we're going to keep the pedal down. The Army taught me never to take anything for granted, so we're going to put the pedal down because we need to hold this seat. Republicans need to hold this seat, and we're in a great spot to do it.
His father is Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard. I only mention that because the next thing I'm saying, people would say, what? I've known this guy since he was a little boy. I mean, I have known him since he was a little boy, and I couldn't be more proud of him. And I saw in all the coverage at Temple Israel, I looked and I taped it and stopped. I said, wait a minute, that's Mike Bouchard. That's young Mike Bouchard. You had a badge on and your gun on, and you were there to help.
Yeah, I was actually getting lunch with my dad when we got the call, and I'm a reserve deputy at Oakland County, so I grabbed a rifle and we ran in.
Wow.
So we definitely avoided a tragedy that day. Everything that needed to happen did. And I think it's a good reminder of why we need to prepare.
Why we all need to be prepared. God bless you. How do people get more information about your congressional run? How about online?
They can go to my website. It's www.bouchardforcongress.com. Bouchardforcongress.com.
BOUCHARD. Bouchardforcongress.com. Thank you, Mikey.
Thanks, Paul.
God bless you. Todd Flood, oh my God, he's on our show all the time, and he has his own show, Behind the Bench with Todd Flood on WJR. You're so busy, we know. You're in the news and on the news all the time, covering some of the biggest cases in Metro Detroit, but you're always so accessible and available to us. We thank you. What are you working on now at Flood Law?
So many cases, Paul W. We have a big case right now up in Flint, Michigan that we're dealing with two young children that passed away in a tragic accident that they should have never passed away. They should be alive with Zaire and Lamar. So every day we have something new and big on our horizon. But I think the biggest thing that we're proud about right now with Flood Law, we just bought a building across the street from the federal courthouse, 201 West 4th Street, the old Comerica Bank.
All right.
An Albert Kahn building, and we're really excited to put the Flood headquarters there.
We'll get you back on and talk about that. Finally, Doug Bernstein, partner at Plunkett Cooney. Now, I've got a big star here that I'm going to put in the next segment, John McMurray, the beloved John McMurray, who taught us how to understand the weather, and we'll get to him. Douglas, you were included in the 2026 edition of Best Lawyers in America. 29 other Plunkett Cooney attorneys were included in that list. And in fact, Plunkett Cooney elected 3 of its partners to board leadership roles. And Doug Bernstein, you're a partner at Plunkett Cooney. We depend on you all the time, and thank you for all you do.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry. I had to say it all because we're going to be out of time.
That's fine.
But we love you, and we thank you for being here.
My pleasure to be here. Whenever the call is given, I'll be here to answer.
We continue in focus on WJR.
Every business starts with an idea. With smart business buying from Amazon Business, get everything you need to grow in one familiar place. From office supplies to IT essentials and maintenance tools. Ready to bring your visions to life? Learn how at AmazonBusiness.com.
Your morning is busy, so we'll keep it brief. Upgrade your routine with WJR's 5 Things First Thing. JR Morning with Chris, Lloyd, and Jamie break down the top 5 stories in just 5 minutes. Delivered straight to your device. Start your day by hitting play. Subscribe today on the always free WJR app.
For more than 55 years, Kitsch attorneys and counselors have been the name.
1-866-SKY-RIZZY.
Buddy's Pizza, the official pizza of NCAA tournament coverage on WJR. Buddy's iconic squares and crispy, crunchy corners have made memories in the Motor City since 1946. Celebrate 80 years of the original Detroit-style pizza at your local Buddy's today. Join Jack Rizzulla every Saturday night at 10 p.m. for Anything is Possible. Hear Jack present uplifting stories of some of the world's most remarkable people and their extraordinary life journey.
first guys on the location on the scene, the hired guards for Temple Israel, who did everything they were supposed to do. They ran toward the problem while everyone was running away. That's what you want from these, most of them former police officers. And you've got to be very proud as well, Lieutenant Mike Shaw.
Oh, I was very proud of everything. And, and I always say unfortunately, but I guess fortunately too, is we're ready for that. And it's a sad thing that we have to be ready for something like that. We've seen these attacks on our Jewish friends. We're upset about that, as people rightfully should be. But over 100 kids went home to mom and dad that day.
Yeah.
And, we've gotten a little bit of criticism that we had too many cars there that day.
What?
But I can tell you that I will take 100 kids going home every day.
Oh, my
and
God.
Anybody that talks about that kind of stuff.
I had not heard that. This is so sad. If people, they are just looking for things to complain about.
Absolutely. If we would have had 2 cars there, they would have been mad. You got over 600 officers that responded, and people are mad.
If those were your kids,
for sure,
you wanted 6,000 officers.
Absolutely. I thought 600 wasn't enough. So, I think everything went exactly the way it should. I commend the FBI for their investigation, how fast that was going. The information that came out from there, getting those kids where they were supposed to go. So outstanding work by everybody that showed up.
Outstanding work. And you have done outstanding work for how many years with the Michigan State Police?
I'm coming up on 32.
All right, I got to tell you something that I heard here. I hope this is it's okay to talk about, but I had heard that you're retiring.
May 29th. May 29th is my last day in the department. When you've been doing, I've been the public information officer now since 2013. Maybe people are a little bit tired of talking to me. So, yep, that's absolutely true. It's, sometimes it's just time to move on to other things.
Well, wait a minute. Move on to other things. Are you going to retire, or are you doing something else?
Well, the plan is to retire, but I'm pretty sure that my wife's not going to let me sit at home for too long because
she'll run out of the honeydew list,
and then that'll get us going to something different. So, maybe a little bit of consulting, maybe something like that afterwards.
Oh, you'd be a great consultant for businesses.
We'll
yeah. Well, great. Please stay in touch.
Oh,
You're
absolutely.
always welcome on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Lieutenant Mike Shaw, Michigan State Police. He's done a great job for years. Speaking of doing a great job, Luana Thomas Ewald, who she co-hosts Women Who Lead with Ariane Thomas, who I saw running around here, busy, as our program director. She is the Chief Operating Officer of C.S. Mott Children's Hospital. She is in charge of Von Voigtlander Women's Hospital. We broadcast from there several years ago.
You did. You opened it up.
You recall. And now in charge of the University of Michigan Medical Center, the overall medical center. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes, as of January, I'm now looking at the adult hospital as well. University Hospital. Yes.
I did not know. Is that what we refer to it as? University?
University Hospital.
Okay, University Hospital. Okay. Now, we've got this note here regarding negotiations between U of M Health and one of your biggest insurance carriers. It's been in the news. I'm a big fan of both of yours. I've been a part of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan forever. I'm a proud Michigan grad. Is there anything, Luann, now that you're the boss, now that you're in there, that you can say, how about, I don't want to get you involved. There's nothing political about this.
No, not at all.
That shouldn't be. But what about patients? They don't know what to do. Can you tell them?
Yes, absolutely. So this was in the media last week. It's like your two best friends are fighting.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yes, and that's what it is. We continue to meet every single week, and I am confident that we need each other. And more importantly, our patients need both of us.
We need both of you.
Exactly. So we continue to meet every week. We're meeting again. I'm on the negotiating team. We are working. We're getting together this Friday. We got together last week. And so we're continuing to try to come to terms with each other. And, as I said, patients do not need to do anything right now. We have a contract in place until July 1st. And so everyone keep your appointments.
Keep coming to your appointments.
Keep your doctors. And again, I am super confident that both sides will figure this out.
I hope and pray that's the case. I feel that I love the way you put it. Two great friends having a little tiff.
Yes,
And great friends always work things out.
they do,
And that's what I'm hoping.
and they get a big hug at the end.
All
Right?
I want
So there's no.
I want to be there for that. I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger from way back. I want to be there for that hug. Everybody, are we all in?
We'll get there.
Anything that I can do personally or professionally to help, you know that I will.
I know.
It's very important to me.
It is. I know. It's important to everyone in the state of Michigan. We pull patients from every zip code in this state. And we are treating the sickest of the sick in our state, and we want to continue to be able to do that.
Very
we will
good.
figure this out.
Thank you, Luann.
You're
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I love the green outfit as
Thank
well. Rocky Rachkovsky, retired lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army, president at Imperium Logistics, LLC. It says here, what keeps you busy these days? Are you kidding? Being on WJR is what keeps you busy.
I love filling in for you, Paul W.
Well, you don't just fill in for me. You're a guest expert on all the shows.
It's my pleasure. And I got to tell you, happy St. Patrick's Day. I may not be Irish, but my enthusiasm is.
Wait a minute.
100%.
Rachkovsky is not Irish?
It was shortened at Ellis Island. It was O. Rachkovsky. But yeah, we're more of the Polish side of the Irish.
Well, that's okay because we are all Irish today.
That's right.
And I remind people, they may not want to hear this, St. Patrick wasn't Irish either.
That's right.
He was British.
Oh, I thought he was Polish. But that's all right.
Well, you could, and my mother would have said, "God bless you, sweet Marie." She would have said he was Lebanese because I think everybody grabs a hold. You a new Olympic gold medal in the family? What's the story of this?
My wife's cousin is Zach Wierenski. She's married to Zach Wierenski's wife, or actually, my wife's cousin is married to Zach Wierenski, and Zach's from Grosse Pointe. He's from the Grosse Pointe.
I didn't know the connection with you.
So my wife's cousin is actually having their baby shower up here this Saturday. So I'm really excited about that. And, having and by the way, he's Polish and Lebanese. And
What a
from Grosse
mix.
Pointe. Yeah, great mix.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited by that.
Well, congratulations, Rocky. And thanks for all the good work you do, helping all of us try to figure out what the hell is going on in our world.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I got to tell you, you may agree with the president, you may disagree with the president, but our military has really performed incredibly well and beyond what was even planned. Their actions and their support in South America, as well as their actions and support in the Middle East, have been just unquestionably superior.
Let me put it another way. You may agree with the president. You may disagree with the president. Our kids they're out there in theater, in harm's way. Now's not the time. You can agree or disagree with the president, but regardless, our kids are in harm's way. Shame on you for not understanding that and embracing. And by the way, you may agree with him or disagree with him, but he's still the president.
That's true. And one last thing, I'll just leave you with this, and that is that, one thing that I remember when I was overseas, when we would leave on missions, there above the gate, there'd be a little sign that says, well, we are at war. America is at the mall. We don't feel it. We feel it at our gas pumps, but our men and women are away from home every single day.
Yep.
And they miss this country, and they know what they're fighting for.
And we should never forget that.
Absolutely. Thank you for choking up. It made me choke up. I think I may need a hug from Luann here. Oh, look, Luann's hugging me. This is
Wow.
great.
Rocky, that was cheap. But it worked, and I'll use it. And I will use it too. God bless you, Rocky. Mark Harlow, Motor City Irish Fest committee member. Good to see you, Mark. I haven't seen you in a long while.
Always good to see you, sir.
Everything good?
Everything's great.
How was the parade?
Parade was fantastic. The weather cooperated for a change, which was very, very nice.
I've been out there many times. Used to MC it and freeze my leprechauns. No, I froze my shamrocks off. How about the Motor City Irish Fest coming up in June?
Well, the Motor City Irish Fest, June 12th through 14th, is really a celebration of Irish culture, Irish heritage. You talk about everybody being Irish. There's 36 million people plus in America that claim Irish heritage. So half of them are in the room today. So, yeah, without a doubt, everybody might have a little Irish in them. But we celebrate that at the Motor City Irish Fest on June 12th through 14th at Greenmead in Livonia. And we have cultural activities. We have lots of music. We have people coming in from Ireland. Ali the Piper, Maeve Walsh band coming in from Ireland. And a lot of local Irish bands that just put on a great show.
Very good. Mark Harlow, Motor City Irish Fest June 12th through the 14th. Thank you all for being here. We quickly continue here in Focus with Paul W. Smith. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
This winter might not have been the worst one on record, but it's up there. Aside from being hard on people, it's even tougher on our homes. Hi, it's Paul W. For my friends here at Victor's Home Solutions. If the freeze-thaw cycles this winter created even the slightest crack in the shingles or sealant on your roof, you're going to have water in your home this spring when the rains hit. That's
It wouldn't be St. Patrick's Day without you.
Oh my God, yeah, so many people feel that way. We get a lot of people coming through the storefront looking for Wiggly's corned beef every St. Patrick's Day, and this year was no exception. Had a lot of people come through.
I wouldn't say this if it weren't true. I had a Wiggly's corned beef sandwich yesterday.
Hopefully it lived up to the bill for you.
Oh, it always does. I didn't know if I'd have time to get one today, but I did yesterday. What do you think it is about Wiggly's that has set it apart and made it such a great tradition, not just St. Patrick's Day, but all the time?
Well, I think it's just got to be the flavor. Get so many people coming up to the store, and they just say nothing's like your corned beef. I guess it just hits the right way, and everyone really loves it. It's been going for 102 years now.
Wow.
The Wiggly family has done good by it, and it's a pleasure to work for them, and I've been happy to serve them.
Well, we thank you for sponsoring today's event, and I swear by Wiggly's corned beef. It's always the best. God bless
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt Solino, managing operator for the Detroit Wiggly's. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. David Coulter, Oakland County Executive, had his State of the County address in early March. That went well.
It sure did.
And your birthday is?
Yesterday.
See, I knew it was close.
Yeah. No.
I'm sorry that we would have changed the St. Patrick's Day broadcast to be the day before St. Patrick's Day. I had the corned beef. You had the birthday.
I did.
Did you have a good birthday?
I had a great birthday. My dad said if I'd have been born one day later, I'd have been named Patrick. But
I think you're a good David.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with David.
Yeah.
You welcomed Mayor Mary Sheffield to the Big Four.
Yeah.
Along with Macomb County Executive Mark Hackle, Wayne County Executive Warren Evans, and you. It looks like it's always been a good partnership. It's an important partnership.
It is. And Paul, I got to thank you because, you're always about relentless positive action, right? And that's what we're trying to do as a region. Back in the day, there was all kinds of fussing and fighting all the time, but the four of us really get along well. We don't always agree, but we work together really well. And bringing Mayor Sheffield along, she's in the same vein as we are, Paul.
It's all good for us.
It really is.
Keep up the good work. David Coulter, Oakland County Executive and birthday boy. Patrick Anderson is the principal and CEO of Anderson Economic Group. He has done a tremendous job for us for all the different shows, and we appreciate you, Patrick, and thank you for being here with us today. It's got to be a very busy time at Anderson Economic Group.
It is, but happy St. Patrick's Day, and I'm glad that you are hosting this event. And as somebody who was bequeathed the name Patrick, I always admired St. Patrick, who was born in Brittany, by the way.
Yes, right. He wasn't Irish.
Yeah, wasn't Irish, right?
And they used blue instead of green, but let's details. Let's forget that stuff.
A wonderful man, and always happy I was named after, and thank you for remembering him today.
Well, it's our pleasure. Thank you for all the help you give us, Patrick Anderson from the Anderson Economic Group, in trying to understand what's going on in the world. And you always put it in terms that even I can understand. So then I realized everyone else can too. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And particularly if you're in a state like Michigan, which I've studied, that's where I grew up. We're very sensitive to international events. We're very sensitive to people, whether they're concerned about their future or not. They often can just stop buying cars, which is one of our big exports. They can stop taking vacations here. So it is a uncertain time, and we're glad we've got folks studying it at the Anderson Economic Group, and they try to give good advice.
Patrick Anderson, Principal, CEO, the Anderson Economic Group. And finally, my old friend Mike Fallahy. Where's Pam? Is she? Oh, right there, sitting behind you, making sure you don't make a mistake.
She keeps kicking the chair if I do.
All right. Mike Fallahy, of course, from Mary Grove Awning Company. And it's great to have him back on board as a partner with Focus. We missed you. We're glad you're back.
We miss you as well, Paul. We're happy to be back, and sales are proving it.
Well, I got to tell you something. Your customers understand that the weather may be chilly today, but a Michigan summer is closer than we think. And this really is the best time to give you guys a call at Mary Grove. And they can actually, what is today, Tuesday? They can still have this awning installed by the end of the week.
We're a game changer in the awning industry in that what we developed, it was an area called 2448. So if you called our office within 24 hours, we're going to see you. We're going to measure it up, and we're going to custom make your awning and have it installed within 48 hours. Nobody in the industry is doing that, Paul. So we're kind of a game setter.
You are, and when someone comes to your house, They are Mary Grove employees. They're not contracted people that you don't know. So keep up that good work. It's how many years? 90 years somebody in the family's been running this thing.
It's been a 90-year time. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're happy to do it. This is our 30th year under the Fallahy name, and we're excited to carry it on for another 30, Paul.
Mike Fallahy, president at Mary Grove Awning, and his leprechaun, Pam. My leprechaun, Kim, sends her best to you, Pam, just so you know, from one leprechaun to another. As we continue, we say hi to Chris Swanson, a Genesee County Sheriff, and, by the way, a Democrat gubernatorial candidate. Nice to see you, sir.
Back at you.
Yeah, how's the campaign going?
It's great. 141 days to go, at least for mine.
Not
the
that you're-
primary.
Not that you're keeping track.
That's right. It's a sprint every single day.
You recently, Chris Swanson, unveiled your education plan for the state. Share it with us.
I did 7 points that make sense. You get them from the teachers, the educators. I've been on faculty at the University of Michigan Flint for 28 years. And when you have that teacher-student relationship, there's nobody that knows it better than those classroom interactions. So we're talking fair wages to retain teachers, recruit teachers, free breakfast and lunch for students, making sure that we have the trades moving into the schools earlier, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, learn how to pull wire, build houses. Not everybody's built for college, but knowing that these teachers and educators throughout the state, 537 school districts, they work their guts out every day to teach our kids, and that's how you're going to build the economy. That's how you're going to attract new business, is to build those students from K through 12, protect that funding.
Chris Swanson, where can people find out more information about your gubernatorial?
Swanson from Michigan.
That's easy.
Or Google.
Google.
There you go.
Yeah, Google
Swanson
Chris
from
Swanson.
Michigan.
He
Or
is.
call Paul W.
He just appears whenever you Google anything. I have a feeling Chris Swanson just appears.
Thank you, sir.
And Swanson from Michigan, another good place to go. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody.
To you as well, and good luck to you.
Thank you, brother.
Good to see you. Thank you very much. Sandy Baruas, President, Chief Executive Officer of the Detroit Regional Chamber, and he brought along Megan Spanitz, Chief Operating Officer, Chief Strategy Officer of the Detroit Regional Chamber. First of all, Megan, did I say your last name correctly?
You absolutely did.
Okay, thank you for being here. And you're hanging out with Sandy Barujas, not a bad guy to hang out with.
All day, every day.
Every day. All right, Sandy, I thank you for hosting our State of the State pre-coverage. I hope that went well. You always do a good job.
Well, as do you. And let's not forget that we're sitting here with our friend and our colleague, Glenn Stevens, the Executive Director of Mish Auto, and the Vice President of Automotive and Mobility and Innovation for the Detroit Regional Chamber. So the three of us work together every D-Day.
You're the only guy who got to bring up two of his lieutenants on the show. That's pretty powerful.
It is a full-time job taking care of me, as you know well, Paul.
Yeah, Megan's driving and I'm carrying the bags today.
Do we have him booked to fill in again? Sandy booked to fill in again soon? We can, well, I guess they're just going to give me the day off to put you on.
I thought I did a decent job last
You
time.
did a great job.
The studio did not burn down.
Yep.
And it is thanks to Megan and her team, and Glenn joined us as well. I mean, the three of us, we are like the Three Musketeers.
Well, you do a great job. Megan named Chief Operating Officer for the Chamber a little less than a year ago. Glenn has been with the Chamber about 100 years. And doing a great job.
Yeah,
As
he gets a watch.
the director of Mish Auto and the chief automotive and innovation officer of the Detroit Regional Chamber. Glenn, always good to see you. Your phone must be ringing off the hook to talk and consult on tariffs since January of this year.
Since January of last year, it's been a busy 24, or it feels like 24 years. It's been a busy year, but things are settling down a little bit, but we don't know what's next around the corner. We just want a new trade agreement with USMCA. That's the focus.
I think since last we talked, I'm not sure, you've become a member of the Board of Trustees at Northern Michigan University. Is that correct?
I will be, yes.
Oh,
The
you will be?
governor
Okay.
appointed me, and I'll.
And the Mayor Sheffield's transition team?
I was working on the transition team for innovation and emerging industries. Yes,
So
I was.
Sandy, do you let people have other jobs that work for you?
Oh, my goodness. I certainly hope so, because I hope to work for Megan or Glenn any day soon now.
You're a hoot. You are a hoot. Thank you, the three of you. Thank you for coming.
No,
We appreciate
thank
it.
you, Paul W., for everything that you do. This is always a great party. And I think Ann told me my job was to tell everyone who's here in person, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Well, but they can stay here because we've got the whole lineup. Ryan Armani, Mitch Album, Lomas Brown Jr., Anthony Bellino, all coming up. And the doors open to the public at 2:30. And then a special WJR Spotlight from 7 to 9 p.m. sponsored by Visit Detroit. Mark Hollis, Ken Hayward, and Terry Radican. Mackinac Policy Conference. We're all excited.
Yeah, it is the week of Memorial Day. What we love about the conference is that we've taken the veil off of the conference. People can stream it live. They can watch it on public television.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Sandy. And we'll have you filling in soon. I promise you that.
Sounds good.
That's going to do it. We got to turn it over to these wonderful guys and tell you the Corktown Popes, March 26th at the Caju Cafe. It's their farewell show. So don't miss that. Thanks to Crispelli's, Dave's Sweet Tooth Toffee, Mano's Pita Chips, Grand Traverse Pie Company, Brown Bag Popcorn. Enjoy those treats. All of the volunteers, we thank them along the way. Mike Parsons, Danielle Mason, Rich Luzinski, Ray Templin, Dave Rieger, Ron Smarigan, Ann Thomas, Jeff Marcero, Steve Finateri. I mean, the whole team with Relentless Positive Radio. Talk to you tomorrow. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Regards, Paul W. Smith.
They're pounding on the door. They're calling on the phone. They're threatening to close your business. If debt has your business on the brink, call Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. For over 40 years, Ray Reynolds has helped thousands of customers get millions in cash credit. It's no wonder why they call Ray the godfather of credit. He may even be able to raise your score above 750 before the end of the year. You could even get a new personal or business credit line up to $50,000 within days. If your credit needs a rebuild, call Ray Reynolds and receive a $1,000 cash credit card at closing. Raise your credit score to 750 or more. Call Ray Reynolds at 800-427-5991. 800-427-5991. Learn about Ray's secrets to success and how he can